Good morning. First, I would like to apologize for the weather here in Iceland. If anybody can hear it, at least I can hear it. We have some really nice windstorms, 32 meters per second, and orange warning. So if you're getting in the wind noise, I'm sorry about that. First, a small announcement. As announced recently in a message from our CEO, our yearly main conference called Connection will not take place in the usual shape or form. Instead, we will intend to bring you the value of connection throughout the year. Our webinars like this one is a part of that connection online. Again, good morning. My name is Thorarinn Gudmundsson. I would like to welcome you to this webinar about LSBI. I'm very happy to be here and accompanied with my friend Martin Sørensen from Targit for this session today.
Good morning everyone and good afternoon.
We will have a short introduction, live demo, and how to get access to LSBI. For LS Insight, it's a managed cloud-based software as a service business intelligence solutions that allows the users to monitor their business, get quick insights with rich dashboards and reports. It's powered by Microsoft Power BI that will transform your data into rich visuals with focus on what matters the most. And for our on-premise, we have LSBI. It's based on Targit. It's powered by the Microsoft BI stack, implemented on your own computer and server environment, with several retail-specific OLAP cubes with predefined reports and dashboards. So now we will go over to Martin, where he will show us a small presentation and a demo. Over to you, Martin.
Okay, I assume that everyone can hear me. Thank you everyone for attending this session. As Barty mentioned, it's an introduction to LSBI, powered by the Target Decision Suite. My name is Martin Sørensen, been at Target for around 12 years, and I'm really happy to be able to present this solution for you guys during this short session. Target is an player who have been in the industry for many years, since '96 actually, where we started out doing BI analytics. We're still headquartered here in Denmark, but have offices in the US, but having partners across the globe, and have plus 2,500 customers as we speak. So we are a tool that have been in the market for several years, and it's a proven solution, especially within retail, where we have a lot of clients, a lot of brands, a lot of LS retail customers who benefits daily for having easy access to information by using the Target BI application. This is just some of the names. Of course, we have more than that within retails, but I would like to highlight one case from Denmark with a retailer called Normal. Normal is a retailer focusing only on daily consumer goods at a low price. It's actually one of the fastest growing and most successful retailers in Denmark, or in the Nordic region. They use Target to support their journey of growth. And as you can see here, in 2016, they actually opened 51 new shops, which is a lot here in Denmark, which is basically a new shop every week. So they are growing rapidly, and of course they need to have full control of their business, and they needed to have a BI tool in order to do that. The case with Normal, where they came from before actually going into a BI solution, was they had a need. They wanted to have the right information in the right format to the right people at the right time, which is a classic. They were using, or they were heavily using, Microsoft Excel, but at some point, and I guess it's also something that you have experienced in your end, that Excel can be very troublesome, and there are some limitations with Excel when you have a large amount of data. So basically, Excel wasn't able to do the job, so they have to look somewhere else in order to get that solved. Another issue at Normal was that, and I guess that's the same case with most retailers, a lot of their users were not classic report people. They want to have information served at them on a plate, and it should be visual, so they actually understand the solution, the data, not that you send out Excel spreadsheet where they have to spend hours in order to locate what kind of information they should look at. So an easy way to present data was also crucial for them. Then they also had a request that the report should be available every day. So you're not dependent on having controllers sitting at headquarters and designing reports for them. It should be available online, so people could basically access it when it was needed. And finally, a very important part for selecting Targit was of course also full control of data and users who are able to see what kind of data, and it should be simple for the users to create analysis and report based on their own needs. So that was basically the situation at Normal. And I'll try to highlight just two screenshots from the solution. This is, you can say, the landing page or entry screen for them. So when people at Normal goes online with the BI solution, this is the screen they get in the face. And on the right side, they can select which area of information do they need. Is it something about the retail sales, sales in general? Is it procurement, or is it headquarter on group level? They want to have information. Then they just click on the boxes here on the left side. And for instance, if they are a shop, they just click on the retail, and with the user rights applied to that user that logged in, they go into a specific analysis, as you can see here, where we are showing data from a specific store at Normal. And this is how data looks from an end user perspective today. Very visually, looking at revenue, looking at profit margin, looking at basket size, which products are the top performers and which are not, and how is the trend over time as well. So this, coming from Excel to this, has had a huge impact on how people actually is monitoring data, but also understanding how products are selling and how products are not selling in the various shops. So this is a good example of how BI really can have an impact on a retailer. We also asked Normal, why did they go for Targit? And as mentioned earlier as well, one of the key points for Targit is it's easy to create analysis and reports by the users. They are not dependent on having an ERP partner to design reports for them, or they're not dependent on having a controller full-time doing it. It's something that people can do by themselves. So it's really user-friendly and what we call self-service BI. Second of all, there's also the possibility to be able to give people access to the information on mobiles and tablets, which I'll show you during this presentation as well. The possibility to automatically schedule reports, so it's sent out on a daily, weekly basis, just in a PDF, and then people can go into the BI solution afterwards and make a deep dive in order to get the information they actually need around certain things. Security, I mentioned that. Data governance, everything is controlled, so people only have access to the thing that they actually need to see. But also some possibilities to work with the initial criteria. So when a store manager opens an analysis, it always filters with his own store, but you can actually give him access to go down to a certain level on other stores if that's what you actually want them to do as well. So security and data governance is quite important, and you have the whole control of that in the Targit application. Then there's a simple license structure. They know their cost when they purchase Targit. So for them it's really important when they grow that they actually know, no matter how large the data volume is, what is the cost for a solution like this. So those are the main arguments for Targit at Normal. If we take a closer look at what Targit is capable of delivering in the Targit Decision Suite 2017, we will release the 2018 in the coming months, but this is the 2017 version that you're going to see. The strong point with Targit is it's one integrated platform. So all, you can say, the capabilities that we see is important for a BI application as of today is within the same platform. You don't need several platforms to get access to these functionalities. And I'll shortly go through these functionalities so you also have an idea what we're actually talking about. First of all, we have what we call dashboards, where you can present KPIs on a really high level. Here you can see some retail KPIs, store sales, basket size, etc. So for some people, that's enough information. So we just want to have them on our start screen to see, okay, how things actually going in our stores. We have the possibility to do in-depth analytics, where I can make the drill downs, where I can click on a single salesperson, look what have been sold in the shop compared to the same period last year, which product have been sold. So you can actually drill down to the lowest level of transaction you have in your data warehouse. So the analytic part is of course something that controllers, people at headquarters, and some store managers might use. It's exactly that functionality that gives you the power to find the answers to the questions that you have in your organization. Then we also have our reports, which is a really important part of the Targit solution, the possibility to push out information to people with the frequency that you actually want, so people receive them in their inbox on a daily, weekly basis, whatever you need. This is a really good combination with having the possibility afterwards to go down in more detailed information by using the analytical tools within Targit. In Targit, we also have something called a notification agent or alerts, meaning that you can get an alert if, for instance, your profit margin on certain products is less than, in this case, 50%, then I automatically will receive an email telling me, here's something that you have to be aware of. It could also be that some people is giving too much discount. Give me an email telling me, here's something that we have to be aware of. So the notification agents is something that you can set up on every number within Targit, and you get an alert if something triggers according to the rule that you set up. And that is really using the business intelligence solution to the full extent, because then Targit, in this case, works for you, and you just have to take action if something is wrong. Storyboards is also part of the Targit BI solution, where you have the possibility to present data on big screens within a retail headquarter. They are running several campaigns where they want to see, are we on target? Is it a successful campaign? To create this corporate identity within people in the headquarter, so they can see, okay, the things that we're actually doing on a daily basis, pushing the stores to sell more, purchasing the right products, having the right campaigns, we can actually see that has some kind of impact. And presenting this on big screens, everyone is able to follow the goals, and not only if you log into the BI application. So storyboards is also important, and something a lot of our retail customers are using today. Then we have something called self-service BI. A BI solution is built normally on a data warehouse with cubes, where you normally would need consultants to assist if you want to correct something within your data sets. But from time to time, the users have a demand or at least a wish to add data to the solution by themselves. And by using the Targit Data Discovery module, users can actually easily upload data from Excel spreadsheet, access and database, use some online applications as well to get data into your solution. It could also be as simple as Google Analytics. Just use the plugin for Google Analytics and get that data into the solution. So it gives some more freedom for people who actually know data, that they can add that information by themselves. And once they have proven that the data is relevant, they can of course scale it up to the data warehouse solution afterwards. Mobility, I'll show you that as well, is as of 2018 pretty important for people to be able to access the metrics when they're on the go as well. So mobility is a quite important feature within the solution as well. So just to sum it up here, I want to go through most of those features in this short demo that we have coming up of Targit, but the key point for me is that Targit LSBI is a one integrated platform where our main focus still is on the user friendliness. I think that's also one of the keystones why we have so much success within retail, that is really easy to use. You don't have to be an advanced IT user in order to get access to your data and actually create your own analysis. You can say the LSBI package is already there, so I think take advantage of it. Try to use it at some live data. You get this 10 OLAP cubes out of the box, and there's a lot of hours put into those cubes. So instead of trying to build it from scratch, try to use them. It's just a simple wizard that you put on and get access to information, not only for specific LS retail information, but also the classic NAV, finance, supply chain, project, etc. You also get access to through those cubes in the LSBI start package. There's like 30 retail analysis available in the package as well, and with the LSBI package you also get access to target users, both Windows Web and mobile, as part of the package as well. And just to highlight why we think LSBI is a strong offering, it's easy to create the analysis reports, which I showed you. You have the possibility to have mobile and tablet access quite easily. The alerts, I showed you that, the possibility to get a notification if anything is not as it should be. The automatic scheduling of reports, and finally it's affordable and attractive as well. So for those of you who want to get a hands-on a BI solution, maybe your first, it's a really attractive price to get up and running with the whole package to begin with, and the fast implementation, because we already made you can say the standard package available. That was all from my side. I'll try to hand it over to Buddy, or he can take over the control as well. I assume. I'll make him the presenter. Thank you for listening and staying into this session.
Yes, thank you very much, Martin. Great presentation. Thank you very much for your time. So for the next part, that is, if you're interested in a further demo or possibly proof of concept, please send an email to license@lsretail.com, or if you want any other further information, please send an email to info@lsretail.com. Well, Martin, thanks a lot for your time. Is there anything more that you would like to add?
No, I would also say thank you for all the people attending around the world. It's amazing to see the interest that there is for this product, the LSBI package. I would just encourage everyone that has some interest to reach out to LS Retail in order to get access to it. As Buddy mentioned, it's quite easy to do and install on some live data, and I'm pretty sure that LS Retail will be happy to assist with this as well.
Okay, perfect. Well, if anything, like mentioned before, for any kind of contact, for a demo or possibly a setup of a proof of concept, please contact license@lsretail.com. And for any further information, please send an email to info@lsretail.com. Thank you very much for today, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you. Bye-bye.